Back now on Triad today, and we welcome back the lovely Ann Gautreaux. J. Paul, let's take a look at our guest. She's Director of Public Relations for Hospice and Palliative Care Center. It is so good to see you once again. You're a hardworking person. Lots of things going on in terms of what we're doing with hospice in this area. And we have an important reason I seem to be rushing a little bit. We want to get to a video that I think is great. But before we do that, you once told me that the challenge for any hospice program is getting patients too late. That's the truth.
That's the truth. And I would tell you that probably 1 out of 3 patients that are referred to hospice would die within 7 days of admission. And that makes it really challenging, not just for the patient and family, but for all of us to really do the work that we intend to do. I think there's a misconception out there that hospice is sort of 11th hour or brink of death care.
It's not.
It's not. It's designed to be there and support the patient and family for months so that they can live those final months and make great memories and be comfortable, live as independently as possible, and really get that quality of life back.
Yeah, and there have been patients where, they'll go in and it might be, 6 months or 7 months. Some people I've even heard, and some family members have gone in and gone out. I mean, the situation.
That's true. That's true. That happens.
You just never know. I mean, nobody knows, and so it's a quality of life thing as much as anything, not just.
It is. In fact, our medical director says it beautifully. He says, hospice is really not about helping people die. It's about helping people live fully until the end.
I love that. All right, now I said we're going to have a video. You brought this video with you. What are we going to see?
I did. This is one of our current patients. She has suffered with emphysema for 14 years, and she came to hospice in the fall, and she said, I want to find out about getting help. I live alone, and I'm struggling, and I feel a decline in my body. So she came and asked for hospice services, and so she's been with us for 7 months, and I think she's a perfect example.
Okay. Jay, let's load this up and take a look at this video.
I knew I could not handle death alone. I did not know they made house calls at first. I'd always gone to the doctor's offices, so I was astounded to find out that they come to your house. So the fact that they come out to the home to treat me not only saved my life, but also it enables them to stay on top of my symptoms if they're getting out of control. It seems like at first that it's overwhelming, so many people coming, but it's not. It's very comfortable. Makes me feel very safe and like, okay, nothing's going to happen to me that they're not going to catch right away. That hospice touch is what I call it. It just makes me feel so safe and so cared about. I have these people that I have formed an attachment with who are going to walk through the valley of the shadow of death with me. So I'm not afraid of dying anymore. I was terrified of dying. So, but with all the love I've gotten from hospice, I'm not afraid at all. In fact, dying's been more fun than living. It's such a thing. 2 months ago, I thought I was going to die within 2 weeks. I really did. Now, today, I went to see my counselor, went to get a haircut, went grocery shopping. Now I feel like I'm going to live forever. I hate to tell you. But I think I'm here for good. At least that's how I feel right now. I would rather have lived 2 years under the care of hospice than to live 10 years without them. Because, see, hospice sees me as being more than just my disease. They see all of me, past and present. It's what's making it so comprehensive is that every aspect of my being. See, people think hospice, they think physical. You're physically ill, you're going to die. They don't think about the spiritual, the emotional, and the mental health of the patient. They just doctors zero in on just my emphysema. Well, hospice does, and hospice sees me as more than just being a disease and treats every bit of it. It's total. They see the all of me is what I call it. I would tell them to look into hospice because it's been the most rewarding experience of my life. Death, to me, is the biggest challenge I'll ever face. And to have people that are so warm and loving and sincere and kind walking that path with me, that's the way I feel about hospice. They're with me every step of the way.
What a great video. I mean, speaks volumes. I just thank you for bringing that so much. We're almost out of time. Let me put up a website, www.supportforhospice.org. We mentioned on the show a few weeks ago the Hospice Hope Run. It will tell you about that. We wanted to get that video in because that was the most important thing. But take part in the Hope Run. Go to the website. And thanks to Scott Bauer and the good folks at Southern Community Bank for making these kind of segments possible. Ann, thank you for being here.
Thank you. Appreciate it.
Dear.
Thanks.
We'll be right back.